Hi, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life, and welcome back to the channel. This is a process video for Paw Your Way Into Our Hearts, where we do our favorite fur babies, and obviously mine is Asher and Zorro. So I am doing challenge number 4 from the Scrap-a-Sketch, and I will tell you my tic-tac-toe, and then I am actually using the sketch that goes along with the challenge 4. So what I am going to be doing here is that I got out the kit that is called Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Woodlands. I did get the full collection from A Cherry on Top, and then I did also get it as a flavor of the month for the design team kit for the scrap room. So I am going to be using up most of the design team stuff for this one because I've already done a layout for this collection on my channel a while ago because I got this, I think, this summer. And then the photos are from our camping trip that we took over during Labor Day of 2023. Our Labor Day here in the United States is in September, so this was September's trip that we took in 2023. I am going through, it was a small trip. It was a camping trip that was just an hour from our house here in South Carolina, and we just took the day, or we took like 3 days off or whatever. We left on a Friday night and got there Friday night, and then we left Sunday, yeah. And then, so that's the pictures of Asher sitting with Josh, and then obviously he's hanging out with me when we're down by the swampy area because of this lake that we stayed at. We've only gone there once because every time we try to go back, they're always booked because it is so close to where we can leave and whatnot. So I am getting through doing these little, I've got this thing that I got from Scrapbook cards today, and I use it a lot to be able to do like this and other little things with it. So I am getting my photos set up and ready to go. So you can see my puppers there. You'll see what I do. I just do layer on layer on layer. I do follow the sketch, kind of, sort of. It is a wintry style sketch, and I am using fall photos. So it's, you know, I'm not going to definitely put some snowflakes in there, but with the tic-tac-toe, they give you like this bingo card, and you go through and you pick 3 of them. You can either do them vertical, horizontal, or diagonal. And she does do, like, typically she'll do a bunch of challenges a couple of times out of the year. And I actually get her sketchbooks and stuff as well, and I'll link her group down below. She does have a design team and all of that. I can never say her last name, but I know her first name is Lisa, and I do love doing a lot of hers stuff. So the challenge that I decided to do is circles, metallic, and then multi-font title. So as I am putting up all of these photos and the layering pieces on layering, as she has down on the bottom of the sketch, I am doing that part, but I'm moving it up in the middle because I really love this fox in the corner, and I'm kind of doing this diagonal piece going down. And my multi-font title is a cut file that I found on the Cricut shop that I am using for this sketch, and it's on cabin time. And pretty much when you're on cabin time, there is no time. I have a hard time sleeping in no matter what. I mean, I'm doing this voiceover at 7 o'clock in the morning because my internal clock just doesn't turn off after 5 o'clock. I don't know what it is. You just can't turn it off. So what I am doing here is I am taking, Close to My Heart came out with embossing pens, and I absolutely love them. Now, you're probably going to see some pink on there, but let it dry and you won't see it. So I am taking clear embossing folder or embossing powder from Stampin' Up. I get all my embossing powders from Stampin' Up. And I am going to make them look like they have a line through them so that they're a little bit glittery and a little bit shiny and a little bit of everything to make it kind of look like a metallic piece. But this is not my full metallic of what I'm using. So I am going to be gluing down, obviously, this. And like I said, I will be coming in with the last part of my title, which is the time. And I start to use enamel dots for my circles. And then I realized that I had the brads that Stampin' Up, or not Stampin' Up, that Simple Stories comes out with theirs. And I'll get to that here in a little bit. I'll talk about that here in a little bit. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to use the word T, the T part of the time, and I'm going to put it on top, like start it on top and then end it at the bottom of the word time. Now, I will say that you may not be able to see that it looks like it's showing, but you'll see here in a little while throughout my process, you will see me take my pen and it really does come apart. So I thought I was going to use this enamel dot and I leave it there for the longest time. You will see it there forever. So I turned the camera off and I decided to go through all the ephemera because I went in, when I got this full collection, I used the collector's kit, and then I ordered a bunch of ephemera because if you guys know, you know, I am a huge, adamant. I use a lot of ephemera. I use a lot of die cuts. I use a lot of everything on my pages. I have a hard time doing less is more because I am more is more type of a girl. And so I had double the ephemera and whatnot. So I wanted to make sure I grabbed everything that I wanted to use. So I did that all off camera. Because there's a lot of people that have used this collection already. I just haven't dived into it because I haven't done my camping trips and all of that. If you follow me over on social media at all, you guys do know that we go cabin camping a lot. We go rent cabins a ton of 3 to 4 times out of the year. And we try to always be by a lake. If I can't, we'll be out in no man's land. When I do this voiceover, I am still in December over my winter break, and I am getting ready to head to Roan Mountain, and that's in the Tennessee area, but it is northwest of Asheville, North Carolina. And let me tell you, that place doesn't give you nothing. You go out and you can sit and listen to the birds. There is no TV in the cabins. There's no internet. The only place that you get internet is if you go to where the check-in, check-out place is. And it's fantastic for us. It does not bother us one bit. I do bring electronics. I'll bring my school supply stuff that I got to work on for the second semester, things like that. I don't mind doing because we are going for a full week. The full week, what I mean is that we're leaving on a Sunday and we're coming back on a Friday. And so it doesn't matter. It's like a home away from home for us. I love living in the city, but I love getting away. I'm one of them that I love the city life. I love going to the old part of town, in Augusta, North Augusta, all of that stuff. But then I love to get away. I am very much an outdoors girl. Hiking, all of that is it. And if you follow me on social media, you guys know this. That is why these photos here fit me perfectly. I just finished. The main reason why my photo looks the way it does is I just finished my sleeve, my big sleeve, and there's going to be a photo, a layout about talking about that sleeve. I had a big sleeve done on my arm, and that was the start of the beauty of everything that I've got going on with my arms, with my tattoos and stuff. So here I come in with the brads. Now, Simple Stories has got it on point. Echo Park, you got to get it on point. See, they've got stickers on theirs. And I love their brads. Don't get me wrong, I love using my setter, and I don't mind using brads. But like I said, I love my brads. Look, those are easy. So I decided that I'm going to take the enamel dots, and that is going to be my circles. The multi-font title was my cut title there that says, or my cut file that says On Cabin Time, and it is different fonts. all the way through. So they wanted different fonts, and I did that. And then here I am taking in and doing a bunch of the enamel dots, and I'm just placing them wherever I feel like placing them. And then I got this idea of taking certain colors and this different sizes and then placing them different spots on the title, and that's what I'm doing there. And then I do come in with my metallic, my other part of my metallic. Now I know that this doesn't, the title cabin really doesn't look metallic-y, but it's iridescent-y metallic. So I got out my Distress Spritz Antique Linen, and that's what I'm finishing it off with. So make sure you go check out the playlist, do all the YouTube-y stuff. We always love doing this. Rebecca and I have done this years and years ago, and we have now gained a ton of people to do this. And just check out all of our fur babies. We absolutely love them. In this particular photo, we only have the one, which is Asher. Now you start to see our problem child, Zorro. We love him, but he's a pain, and he's there. So check it all out. There's the goodness of what my title looks like on the cabin. I hope that you guys are all staying safe, do the YouTube stuff, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.
I don't know why I go when I go. I still don't know why this war in my blood. Why this war with all that I love. Oh, my wandering ways and these faithless days, I find it hard to explain. My wandering ways, always turning away from your loving embrace, I find it hard to explain. My wandering ways, my wandering